Hi guys, welcome back to the Unholy Trinity podcast.
Yo,
We took a week or two off because
like less than
vacation.
2 weeks, like a week and a half.
Because I vacated for about a week and then we took about another week off.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's my sense of time for you guys.
Also factoring editing as well.
Oh yeah,
My voice is dying a little bit, but yeah, we're back.
we're back.
Yeah, we weren't gonna leave, yeah. We were actually. This is gonna be a continuing thing, but yeah, we're back.
But I thought we're the Unholy Trinity.
Oh, are we not?
We're not back.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Moving on, please move on.
Play left track
All
now.
right.
I am SCL. For the record.
Oh yeah.
I am not SCL. I am Z to the E to the F to the R to the O to the Z.
Cool. And
Yeah, bro.
Yes,
I'm Jack. So
Hi Jack.
Hijack.
Wait, hi Jack.
But to hijack the show.
Hey,
for
Continue.
real.
you
Well,
can ask him to host if you want. If your voice is dying, honestly, like
No,
we'll
it's
feel
just-
free to.
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Drink some water.
Did we have any things to say before we jump into the show? I don't think we
We did mention our break, and then we
We broke.
we broke.
We broke.
This is how our brains is working now.
Yeah, we broke.
We
I'm
have to
so-
retrace our steps.
I'm very tired. I had a concert last night and then I had to go to work in the morning and I just
Fuck.
got back from work. And I got like fucking 5 hours of sleep last night.
And I thought I was bad with 6 hours of sleep.
So like, yeah.
I was
trying
working
to
till
watch
midnight last
Andor as
night.
well.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you've had it rough.
But anyway,
That
that
aside.
aside. Oh.
Hey, they call us the
Yo.
Unholy Trinity for a reason. We're just brothers from other mothers, yo.
Speaking of being a Trinity, check out the drip.
We're
Camera.
Oh,
matching.
yeah, we're all matched.
Hey,
Is it a coincidence? Is it not a coincidence? It's up to you to
Deliberate?
it
No?
was
figure it out.
2/3 of a coincidence.
Yeah, it was kind of
It was like 5/6 of a coincidence because we were all wearing jeans. Us two were wearing black sweaters, and he just needed to put on a black sweater.
We're looking like a bunch of youngins about to rob a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, for real.
Yeah.
Just without the black Air Maxes, as they say. But I digress.
Where the beat fight?
As you can see and hear, we are all sick.
We are sick and
Oh,
tired.
we're sick and tired of life.
Sick and tired of you. No, I'm joking. We love
We love our audience. We love our loyal listeners.
you. Yeah. Also, speaking of listening to things, there's this pair of Hello Kitty Razer headphones I've had my eyes on. So if you want to donate to us, that money will go directly into my headphones.
Speaking of donations,
Right
apparently
into our ears.
Yeah.
I've set up a thing on Spotify where you can subscribe for like $1 a week or something. So if you really want to donate, you go subscribe to that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, give
Interesting.
Jack the headphone.
Like,
yeah,
I-
we'll do 200 weeks of this.
Yeah, 200
And,
weeks.
I'm genuinely
it's like
curious
fucking
now.
4 years. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if one person does it, that's 200 weeks. 2 people do it, that time is cut in half.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Quick maths, guys.
But
quick
then-
maths.
4 people do it, it's cut in half again. It's like,
It's like it gets shorter every time.
yeah,
because...
if you get 200 people to do it, you get it right now.
the
Okay,
thing
guys,
with that is-
200 people, a dollar each. Surely I could get that pink Hello Kitty headset.
Hey
thing.
guys, if we reach $200 by the end of this year, the Unholy Trinity will be able to purchase a pair of Razer Hello Kitty headphones for Jack for his, I almost said birthday, Christmas gift.
My birthday's around the corner too. Yeah, but yeah.
And we can get him another pair as well for just another
Yeah.
$200.
Why have one when you can have two?
Well, I have one, you can have 2. One for each ear.
Exactly. That's how headphones work. That's true.
Yes.
The thing with the subscription is, never mind that.
What the hell?
That's just from the guitar.
Damn,
We
dude.
can put out exclusive content for the subscribers if someone does actually subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
sure.
how
we
the
we
thing
have a
works.
plan.
So, like,
yeah.
We'll name drop your name without consent unless you consent. That is the terms of which you must
You
subscribe.
can give
and
us.
then we will be
you
like,
can give us like a question or something, and we'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
answer
we can
it.
do
that
like
will
a
actually be
Q&A
really
episode.
nice.
Yeah.
Send us an email at free.unholy.things@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yes. All
Yes.
spelt out, by the way, not with numbers.
Yes.
Spelt out. Yeah. All one word.
Yeah. Anyway.
Because emails are. We digress.
Mhm.
A lot.
Let us just move on with the show, and what a banger
So-
of a show we've got for you.
I'm
Firstly,
gonna break things.
well,
Hi.
the usual way the program is, I guess, we go movies, TV shows, news in that order. So we'll start off with movies, where I must say, I'm Harry Styles.
I'm every
Yeah, I
store.
watched Don't Worry Darling. I'm gonna watch My Policeman next week, but I did watch Don't Worry Darling, or as we in Australia call it, She'll be alright, babe.
I just
Don't
got
worry,
that.
Dal.
Yeah, she'll be alright.
She'll be right.
Okay,
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, so that was my hilarious joke
Yeah.
that I was yeah. Personally, my take, I recommend it because it is genuinely it's interesting to guess what's going on. As you may, if you've seen the trailer, you know, like something sus is going on in this suburban 1950s town.
Someone's
What's
being a
going
little
on?
sussy baka around.
Yeah,
in the 50s.
and I
Mhm.
Country
kind
is
of America.
America?
Yeah,
Yeah, not Australia.
yeah.
Harry Styles is in it though.
But he's a British dude in it. So, like, the one thing
Yes.
I was just like, okay, the
Immigrant.
internet was like, oh, Harry Styles sucks in this movie, trying to be an American. He's not. He's a British man in this movie. Who the fuck told you he's trying to be American? He has a British accent. They say he's from Britain. How British can you get, mate?
Did people just forget?
And he's British.
Yeah, or like
Yeah,
And then he's meant to be British.
they think he's
Yeah.
trying to do the American accent, but he's not trying
he's not.
when he actually isn't.
And he's not even bad acting in this. He's fine. It's just that, like, obviously if you compare him with like Florence Pugh, who has been acting for ages and we all know she's really good. Like, obviously he's not going to be as good as her. And he does have one or two like quite rough spots. But like, other than that, he's actually pretty good in this movie. Like, it's all right. So, like, I'd say like Harry should be given more like charismatic roles probably, because like that's more of his strength. He's pretty much only done dramatic roles except for Eternals.
Oh, yeah.
And like, yeah, I feel like, I don't know,
What's a
maybe start
charismatic
within you.
role?
Class clown.
charismatic, like in Eternals,
charisma.
you know how Eros, the hot dude, Star Fox.
So you just want him to play hot dude?
Yeah, well, I mean, he plays a hot dude in this
Yeah.
one, but it's just like, I mean, less dramatic roles, more
Okay,
charismatic and fun, you know.
fun. All right, fun.
We'd love to see Harry Styles playing a hot but nerdy scientist character.
Damn,
Is that just your fantasy?
maybe.
Moving on.
Oh, did you know this is actually a little piece of news that
Oh,
happened
God.
literally last night? Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles broke up.
Yo,
Olivia Wilde
Okay.
is the director of the film, by the way, so that's how it links into
Oh,
the
what?
story. Yeah, there's so much
How
drama
does that
behind this
happen?
film. Like,
Hey,
that's
boyfriend.
probably
wanna
how Harry
act in
Styles
my
got the
film?
role, because of a bit of
Mm.
nepotism. Also, he obviously people would go see the movie because his name's on it. But like, yeah. Oh, sorry. I should actually talk about the movie. The movie's actually pretty decent, I think. Like on the Unholy Trinity scale, probably like a 6. Like, it's good. It's not great. It's not
Okay.
very good. It's just good. And I do actually recommend it purely because it's interesting to be like, oh, I think this is going to happen, and see what actually happens. And it's like, wow, maybe you guessed this right. Yeah, but like other than that, like it's not very good outside of it. The mystery, I guess, like the dialogue's all pretty shit. It's very reminiscent of other movies that have the same premise but like done better. So like, there's that as well.
Fair enough.
But you know what I always say? She'll be alright, babe.
she'll be right. No
All
worries.
right.
They'll be right.
The next thing on the list, School for Good and Evil, was a film that I saw during my holiday
Are you
break.
pretending to be white?
My eyes look tiny. Do they
It's
not?
because a low resolution camera, plus it's like grainy as shit and it's far away.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry.
For real,
Aye.
for real. Yeah, so I watched School for Good and Evil, which is like it's kind of like a fairy tale type Harry Potter deal.
Isn't Harry Potter a fairy tale?
No,
Not in the
it's
traditional sense
fantasy.
of fantasy.
Yeah, I mean like literally fairy tales. It's like a fairy tale world thing,
Oh, right.
but like mixed with like Harry Potter elements.
Like
It's
Shrek.
definitely like it's based like a children-ish, like what do you call like young teens? Tweens, right?
Young teens,
Yeah,
Young
That's
teens?
below the
young adult.
preteens.
Pretty,
Preteens is below teens.
I guess.
Tweens, toddlers,
All the same to me.
No, like teenagers,
Young
but like
teens.
young.
Fucking children. They're all the same to me.
don't say that.
That's inappropriate.
I said nothing.
All right, moving on.
I can
Anyway,
clip that out of context.
Yeah,
you know?
it be like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's kind of it's got its cheesy cringiness to it. But it's, I guess, self-aware enough to know that the premise is very outlandish, kids type deal. Surprisingly, it gets like randomly dark in the middle of it, but you know how it be. I really did like the protagonist though, or like, well, they kind of did dual protagonists, but like, I didn't like one of them, and I don't know, that didn't really work for me. But hey, it's an alright movie, I think. Do I recommend it? Sure. I feel like if you've read the books, probably check them out. And hey, it's on Netflix. The CGI is pretty good. That was one thing I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I don't know. Maybe check it out if you want a little Harry Potter type adventure.
Harry, you're a fucking kid.
Damn. Anyway,
Potter.
Ah,
I'm
Are
trying
you
to
a
find like
child?
a link between this movie and the next movie on the list, but there is no link.
What's the next movie?
Because it was Barbarian. The
We think-
fucking horror movie that I saw, I think in anticipation of our Halloween episode, but didn't get a chance to actually watch it and watch it after. It is a fucking banger. Probably my favorite horror movie of the year thus far. Easily up there with X was the other one I really liked this year. Still need to check out Pearl, but this one is a straight banger. Fucking fantastic movie. Genius casting choices. The premise is good. The metaphors are popping. The way they do lots of audience subverting expectations. It keeps you on your toes. You're like, shit. Also, lots of practical effects looking nice. Did I say the casting is excellent? Because the casting is excellent. Cinematography popping off.
Hey,
Fucking
yo.
check it out. If you're a horror movie fan, this movie's actually pretty scary, by the way. Just a little content
Scary.
warning. It's pretty scary.
No
We were
kids
watching it
allowed.
with Dio, but Dio fell asleep. But Thomas
So it
and
was very
I
scary.
were like absolutely terrified. And we both got like our soft toys, and we're going, "Oh, it was pretty scary."
That's wholesome.
Yeah,
No,
but check it out. There's incest.
don't piss
Spoilers,
your pants
minor
watching
spoiler.
this.
Yeah.
Piss boy warning. Don't piss yourself watching.
We have one from our man SCL.
Yes.
Brightburn you watched.
Because in the like lead up for Halloween stuff, I was like, Halloween horror movies. I was always really interested in the idea of the film Brightburn when I think it was Nelson who was talking about it, or someone was talking about what the
I saw it with
concept of
Nelson,
Brightburn.
so yeah.
Yeah, and Nelson was like, "This is a cool concept." I'm like, "That is a cool concept," and we had this conversation like a year ago, and I watched it recently, and I forgot to talk about it in the Halloween episode. I do believe,
Yeah.
which is fun.
Yeah.
But no, I ended up watching it. I ended up kind of skimming through it because I didn't have time to properly sit down and watch it.
Devoid of any tension.
Yep, no tension at
Yeah,
all.
That's the way to watch a horror movie.
Yeah, I kind of just watched it as an action film.
They're good
Yeah.
actors.
Too fast paced.
It'd
No
be like
tension.
the occasional action sequence. It's just like a kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was how it was for me. No, I think like the concept was cool and the film delivered, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, especially if you watch it as a slow burn like it's meant to be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's how it burns brightest, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
As most of the things that I watch, when I turn my brain off and watch it, it's always like a 7 or an 8. If I just had to briefly give a scale, but that means nothing. Go watch it if you're interested in that kind of concept.
Yeah,
Of
I've
film.
seen it too, and I
Yeah.
think it is a good one. Very cool. It's also like something to do with James Gunn made it, right? It's
Did
based on a script by him or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't
so
remember.
that's an interesting thing.
Go do the research yourself.
Yeah.
Brightburn is cool.
Very cool. All right. Now we're gonna do. Oh, I forgot to mention what our big 3 reviews of this episode are. We've got 2 films. One of them being Enola Holmes 2, the other being Black Panther: Wakanda Forever,
Yes.
and the third one being Andor mid-season slash. We'll just say mid-season review, which is like
Yep.
every episode up until the finale, which we haven't seen yet, and that'll be next week.
mid season.
But yeah. So we'll start off with Enola Holmes, I reckon.
Let's go.
So, all right, welcome to our Enola Holmes review.
Yo.
Yeah. First impressions, I guess.
Yay, so we're back with Millie Bobby Brown and what's his name as Sherlock?
Cassius.
Henry Cavill.
Why did Cassius come into my
Superman.
head for Henry Cavill's name?
Cassius?
They're back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Do they die hard with a vengeance?
Kind of. Enola does do a bit of Die Hard stuff. Not really.
Does she? What?
Well, I mean, she infiltrated a factory.
That is not what the movie Die Hard is about,
Oh,
man.
he infiltrated the vents, bro, in Die Hard.
Yeah, what's okay. Bro,
Invented. Anyway.
that's just Among Us, bro.
Among Us reference.
He goes with Die Hard, you go for Among Us. This is 2 polar opposites.
Enola
I think
Holmes
it's
is back
venting. Yeah.
with
Oh, you're venting about
with
it.
another adventure, exploring the industrial. It's not the industrial revolution. It's the
The suffrage.
problematic state of British industrialization of the late 1800s. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Women's rights. Suffragettes.
unions.
But what are your impressions?
What are our impressions?
Fun film. I reckon.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Kind of wish I remembered the first film more, but it was nice to see. Okay, this is more coming from just I've turned my brain off, and I like what I like seeing.
Yeah.
Seeing some Sherlock stuff is cool.
Oh, I think like I don't want to throw I don't want to overshadow Millie Bobby Brown, but like,
Exactly.
it was Henry Cavill was like honestly like better in this film than he was in the last film. I feel
Yeah, he
Because
has
for one,
like,
he
he was
had
cool in the first movie, but I think like generally his performance, everything was just much better in this one.
also he has a more of a character arc
more
in
of a
this
role.
one. So
Which is
Yeah.
actually I won't get into spoilers, but there's something about that like Henry Cavill story in this I didn't like. But I'll talk about it in spoilers because it is only a spoiler. But which is actually my main negative of the movie. But like other than that, I think like I don't know. I think this movie is literally like about the same as the last movie in terms of
Kind of.
goodness. Because
I would agree.
It's like because it feels exactly like the last movie, which is not a bad thing. Like it
The
just
vibes
feels
are
like
there.
that. The vibes are there. I don't remember what we gave the last one, but like, yeah, this one's.
Could have a
I
look
don't know.
quickly. It was our
It was
14th review in total, I
positive.
think.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall positive.
But yeah, this one's interesting. The mysteries are pretty cool. I like how it entangles with Sherlock. Entanglement.
Yo,
I don't think the movie stuck the ending that well, but that will obviously be a spoiler discussion that
Yeah.
we'll have. but that could be me personally because I also wasn't paying that much attention because my roommates were in the room when I was watching the ending. But I do think it's pretty fun. There's some cutesy stuff in it as well. It's pretty funny. It's got that. I think I was noticing that I actually like Millie Bobby Brown in this honestly more than in like Stranger Things because she's having like a lot of fun with this role.
Yeah, she's
It's
not
like
just
actually
like,
quite different from her other roles because like
Yeah.
the only other things I remember seeing her in is Stranger Things and fucking Godzilla vs Kong or whatever.
To be honest, in Stranger Things, she's kind of annoying. 11's kind of annoying. She's like, you like Papa, you bad.
Yeah,
Die.
yeah. I mean that's fair.
Yes, but like throughout the Stranger Things series, all she does is be like, yo, what's the kid's name? The guy? Mike, fuck you, Mike. I love you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. Yeah.
I just don't like Mike. I like
I don't like
11.
Mike.
I just
Yeah.
don't like Mike. I feel like
Mike's a bit of a
11 is in
bitch.
the right because Mike is
I have
kinda
just brought up
terrible.
this is back in the time when we wrote down our final verdicts in pros and cons.
That reminds me, I need to update the Rotten Tomatoes page because that's how I keep a record of scores.
I'm
I
gonna
will
take a
get on
screenshot
that.
of that, send it to the group chat so we can embed it in
Cool,
the
cool.
video.
All right.
That'll be a cool
But
bit.
yeah, we gave it a
thing.
7.5, but
7.25.
But we digress once again.
let's get into the actual meat of this by talking firstly about the acting. That's what we
Yes.
talk about first. Acting.
Yes.
I think the acting is good. I think it is better than the last film. I think everyone in the film who was in the last film just did better because it's their second time round. I feel like everyone's just having a lot more fun. And that's why, especially, I don't know, Henry Cavill, right? Superman really stuck out to me in this one as just like being quite a bit more fun than the last one, at least.
Yeah.
Well, he has a lot more to do, to be fair, and I don't know, yeah. One notable absence, though, was Mycroft.
Yes.
A little bit disappointed.
Was
He was
there
funny.
casting issues there?
It probably would have been scheduling conflicts. Or do you remember who played him?
Some guy.
It's not that big of a deal, but
Maybe they
I'm
just
curious.
forgot to write him in.
not gonna lie. What I was thinking about was like there was another guy in that one. It was like
Yeah.
it was. I'm pretty sure it was Dr. Watson, but it can't have been
No.
Dr. Watson. But like,
Speaking of.
yeah. So cool stuff. Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown I think is great in this movie.
Mhm.
She's a really good protagonist. Lots of fun. I like the love interest.
Tewksbury.
Lord
Lord
Tewksbury.
Tewksbury. By the way, Sam
I think
Claflin
Yeah,
for Mycroft.
yeah. I think I liked him more in this movie even. See it? I don't know. Just I guess they just had more stuff to do, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And they've
And more synergy,
established
and he's
that.
also, maybe not too many spoilers.
yeah, we're turning a little bit.
Are we assuming spoilers about the first film?
Yeah, you can spoil it. We can spoil the first film.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You should have watched the review first.
Go watch the
No.
review. Go watch the first film. Why are you watching the sequel if you haven't watched the first film? Because, well, do they give context?
Actually, why are you watching this review if you haven't seen the sequel even? Well, I mean, I guess no. We're the spoiler.
Maybe you want it,
spoilers
no.
is that yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
We are an inclusive review, but also, fuck you if you haven't watched the first film.
Surely it was our 14th review or something, right?
15th
review.
should have been there from the start.
Should have been there from the
Exactly.
start. Every episode from then.
Unless you're a subscriber to this Spotify shenanigans, that
Yeah.
yeah.
No, Tewksbury became a lord at the end of the first film, so
Yeah.
that's not spoilers. And he's got a position of power now.
Yeah,
Isn't
He
it
can
funny?
actually do shit.
yeah.
In Britain, you can be just a random rich person and
Yeah, no.
get a position in the House of
That's how
Parliament.
it worked.
Mm.
If you had enough money, you can just buy your way into Parliament,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you can own a plot of land
For real.
and the people in it.
There was someone I want to mention. What it's kind of a spoiler. there is a particular returning cast member that I won't spoil, but I assume you guys know who it is because it's the only returning cast member that's possibly a spoiler. Don't remember. I didn't watch the trailer.
I would say if we're thinking along the same lines, there's two-ish.
But the inclusion of this character was good, and I thought it was good. I can't go into much detail.
That's all you have to say.
The performance of the individual was good, and it was good seeing them again. I like the antagonist, not the main antagonist, but there's a certain. It's not really spoiled. Oh no, definitely is a spoil. What am I thinking? Okay, so I was gonna say I'm really gonna spoil the fucking twist of the movie, but one actor is really he's a lot of fun in this movie. Like kind of like the main antagonist. I thought a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Fair enough.
Do you have any more things to say about acting?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Then we're going to cinematography.
Oh,
Writing. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've already given most of our non-spoilery thoughts on it, but it's like fun.
Yeah,
good.
I'd say the story is pretty interesting.
Like everything ties together at the end.
I think, though, due to the fact that they were fitting in a lot of stuff, it does feel a little bit bloated.
Yeah, because they're trying to be somewhat historically accurate as well.
Over 2 hours, I think. A little bit over 2 hours. And I felt it was over 2 hours. But like it's fun, yeah. I already mentioned this, but in my opinion, I think the way they kind of wrapped up the mystery with the ending, I didn't particularly like it. Because they kind of shoehorned in some fan service.
What was the fan service?
Well, I can't say it, can I? But it's like if you're a Sherlock fan, it's like a very obvious one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough of.
No, not the end. Well, I mean, it is the end. The end of the movie. I mean.
Yeah, but that's not related to the main plot.
No, like
not?
It is like directly. Okay, I'll need to refresh you in the spoilers, but like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So like, I liked pretty much all of it up until the end, and that was kind of like. I was like, yeah. Any further? What about you? What did you think?
I just agree. I watch movies without a brain.
Damn. All right. So then, cinematography, I guess. Looking about the same as the last one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, stylistic. Same.
Yeah.
They got anything interesting.
I feel like the cinematography and the editing and stuff all just like kind of blends together in this one because it's like the way they will edit things are in a specific way to make things because it's part of the stylistic thing of the movie.
Well, where would choreography fit under?
In terms of what, dancing?
Action scenes?
Action scenes also.
Oh, good question. I mean, I guess
visuals
be like directing. I don't know. Yeah.
Nothing too flashy on the action choreography side, in my opinion. They didn't try to go too crazy, but there was nothing.
There's like one big action set piece. No, there are a couple actually. Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, in terms of like hand-to-hand combat sort of thing, there's like the big one.
There's like
there's a car chase.
There's a bunch of chases.
Some foot chases.
Yeah.
Rooftop stuff even.
But nothing complex. And when there was something where there could have been more complex stuff, I feel like they didn't try to make it.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious to see which one you're thinking of, but I'm pretty sure I know which one you're thinking of. But like,
yeah,
we'll talk about it.
I didn't feel like it was anything too special.
Yeah, we'll talk about the spoilers. I think the CGI looks better.
Yeah,
in terms of environments and stuff. There's still funny green screen when she's on the roof, I guess. But
I just realized, like, compared to the last film, where the last film there was a lot of like the sort of collage-y animation stuff that was stylistically.
There's still a lot in this one.
I guess I just don't remember those things in this film as much.
Basically, anytime they do a clue,
Yeah.
she like draws it in her mind.
Okay.
That's kind of her.
Guess I just don't
shtick, I
remember.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was how they do the big reveal. These animation stuff.
Yeah.
Or one of the. That's okay. Yeah. So visuals. Very visual. Yeah.
Visuals. Very. Next.
So like, because there's not really much to talk about in terms of cinematography visuals. It's like separate things in this one. But we can talk about the music. What do we think about the music?
Oh, along the lines of the last film, where it's just sort of genre fitting, film like stylistically fitting, interesting.
Yeah.
Not much.
It's good stuff.
I can't tell if there's any use of. Does Sherlock ever have any cinematic motifs or themes that can reuse? Because no.
Well, in certain shows and series, but that's like isolated to the show.
Isolated to the show, yeah.
They weren't going to bring in the Sherlock TV theme.
Nah. That would have been kind of cool, but also they wouldn't have the grounds to do that.
Unless it had like Benedict Cumberbatch in it as well.
Benedict Cumberbatch cameo.
Yeah. I think that's it for non-spoilers. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Then let's get to the spoiler zone.
1, 2, 3, 4. The spoiler zone. Hey, yo.
What was the thing you were talking about?
The fight scene.
Yeah, was
the
it
end
the
fight scene.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
It didn't feel very. They didn't. I feel like they didn't challenge themselves with that one. Stuck with something that was less than.
It was funny when she did she saw the rope and she did the thing to defeat the
She did
bad.
quick math and
killed
the guy.
Yeah, that reminds me. The police chief guy is the one that I thought was a cool villain. Well, I mean, cool was like he was funny antagonist. I didn't like the Moriarty tie-in at all. I thought that completely fell flat for me.
Yeah,
it just none of that worked, and I was just like, I was kind of enjoying it until it was like, of course it's Moriarty, and then I do the whole. That was completely fan service, and it's just like
right. I completely forgot.
And then it makes
them,
once again, it makes them like it makes it more about Sherlock in a way, then, because you're like.
Yeah,
it's the arch nemesis of Sherlock. You're not really thinking about what it means to Enola Holmes. And literally, in the final action sequence, when she's delivering her monologue, she's kind of talking to Sherlock, not to Enola. Well, she is talking to both of them, but it's mostly at Sherlock.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you kind of sideline the protagonist for a tie-in to the original source material, and I didn't land with me at all. So yeah.
They're thinking the kids watching this, they don't know who Moriarty is.
Yeah.
That would
I mean, but also like why include them if they wouldn't
because
think,
it's for the accompanying parents along the way. For us.
Yeah, I mean
I guess.
It don't work.
I thought the post-credit scene was cute though, because that was the John Watson appears. And it made me be like, wait, was it John Watson the last one? But I was like, oh, that was Mycroft.
Mycroft.
But yeah,
I
I could tell that was going to happen because of the earlier scene when she was like talking about roommates.
You need a friend. You need a roommate.
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to say, I liked the mum in it. She was really good.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't like. I felt like it's kind of a spoiler to say she's in the movie, even though I guess it's expected because she's a
It's expected. She would have been in like the title like post name. So she's a big name.
I don't because it's a Netflix thing. It doesn't actually have.
All right, but I feel like she would be in the cast list.
Because occasionally on the trams, actually, they put the Enola Holmes thing, but I don't. I think they just put Millie Bobby's Brown name or none at all.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because Netflix as a brand is enough, but
my fault with that was the first few scenes of the film is already like going through like the previous film and then she's like, oh, my mom's doing stuff.
Yeah.
Recap.
So we know her mom has at least been cast for this film.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was under the assumption that she's definitely making an appearance.
Who was the other returning cast you're talking about? Was
Edith, martial arts lady. Because they kind of come as a duo.
Hold on, who was Edith? Oh,
the head of the
friend.
martial arts class thing.
Oh, yeah.
They came as a duo.
Yeah.
And also, Lestrade was in this one as well.
Yeah, Lestrade.
Oh, yeah.
Also, good character. Lots of fun there.
Funny
And
guy.
good acting by his actor. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought that the... Is it Tewksbury? Is that
Tewksbury. Yeah.
I thought
Lord
that stuff was
Tewksbury?
cute.
Yeah.
Little romance.
Yeah.
It was a bit like... It did still... It kind of added to the bloating of the movie though. Like, if I'm being honest. It was cute, but like... This movie was a little bit like unfocused in what it wanted to do, and it kind of went in a few ways. Like, gets quite muddled during the second act, comes together in the third act,
And then the very ending is just not really necessary, no?
Yeah, I could kind of tell it was gonna happen. Like, well, not exactly. Like, it's just like, oh, the mysteries are gonna tie together. Otherwise, why would they show Sherlock solving a mystery?
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to get there though, because like, yeah, it seems kind of useless at the time. But like, if you watch a lot of movies, you kind of go, oh, it's a trope they're gonna bring it into the thing. But like, yeah. Is there anything else that we wanted to discuss that was spoilers?
Oh, just a note on the Tewksbury.
Tewksbury?
Tewksbury
Tewksbury
and Enola relationship.
Yeah.
For those anime degenerates out there, there's a few like weird, almost tsundere moments for some reason. You get my drift? Tsundere moments.
Yeah, there was.
It's like, ew, icky boy. And then, but I like it.
I didn't, to be honest, it gave me I guess it makes sense for her character because she, like, didn't really grow up around boys, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the first movie,
she was always with her mum. And her brothers left.
So that would, I guess, make sense. It also just, I don't know, it gave me just, like, the vibe of Sherlock himself.
Being icky with the women.
Not like icky boys. I mean, just be like
Sherlock icky boy.
Like, I don't know, just like because he's not the relationship type of person because he doesn't really jive with people.
Yeah.
But Tewksbury has been jiving with people since he was born. But he's
I guess they're going. Yeah, they're getting on with that.
Yeah,
they're like, I don't need anyone else.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah. And now
just
he
like
has John
real.
Watson in living with him.
They're gonna kiss.
Oh yeah, like I was watching my roommates, and the way Sherlock was looking at John, and we're all going, "Oh, dude," because he kind of gets a grin and then closes the door. You're like, "Oh, what's happening behind that door, dude?" And to be honest, if they do that, like, good on them. Fucking commit to it, because like that's always been like a bit of a thing in the Sherlock fan base, right? Like, there could be some romantic tension. None of the actual, I haven't at least read or seen anything that's actually committed to that. So like, if they actually go that route with this franchise, I assume they're going for a third one, right?
The TV show joked around with that one, right?
It wasn't even a joke. It was like, well, there's a whole tangent, but people are like, oh, it's queer baiting, and it kind of is,
Okay.
But it's funny, guys.
Because it's played as a joke, but also not. Like, it's played as a joke, but like underlying that, they're kind of just like, oh, are they really? But also they're not. But yeah.
All right.
Any more thoughts on this film?
Nola.
No.
All right,
No.
She'll be all right, babe. Let's move on to the final verdicts. That's the word.
Sí. ¿Qué pasa?
The fuck was that laugh for me?
Yeah, Enola Holmes. You know, fun to watch, good adventure. I like the actors. Fun adventure. Good for the whole family, yeah? 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I honestly, I enjoyed it and I didn't really mind it being bloated. I could tell it was fucking bloated as shit, but I didn't mind because I could follow
Because you were
along with
bloated
it.
at the time.
Yeah. I turned my brain off so my brain had capacity to take all that shit in. And I didn't.
Wait, out of
really
curiosity,
care for it.
okay, if you turn your brain off to watch this movie, does every character seem smarter than they actually are? Like when they're doing their big solving, like, do you go, fuck, that was genius, dude?
That's Tristan too.
No, because I know I'm smarter than them. 7.5.
Damn.
Yes,
I thought
Holmes.
they were geniuses, and I don't know. I kind of half watched this movie. Yeah.
That was a dumb joke. I'm smarter than the
Or were you
character.
just kind of like half asleep anyway at the time?
I was half asleep
Why
at
did
the
I
time
get?
anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just literally got the notification of one of my friends saying I finally finished Enola Holmes 2.
Nice.
Yeah, what's
Get
your
them to-
friend's opinion? Let's-
Ask them to,
Oh,
ask them
sorry,
to
yeah.
review on the
Live.
10.
in the studio.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is that for this movie. Oh wait.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh, sorry,
Little
man. I give it a
bitch.
7. I give it a 7. What did you give it?
7.5.
Alright, a 7.
That gives
Is
us
it
7.25
7.25 again?
Oh.
No, wait.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
okay. It's less by a fraction.
Can we all agree it's a 7.25 as a communal score?
Yes, we shall.
1,
Shall
2, 3. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank
Exact
you guys. We'll move on to our next review. We'll just give a slight pause for the YouTube thing in case whatever. What's on the, you know. All right.
Mm.
So we're reviewing.
You bombed it.
¿Qué pasa?
All right.
Because
Uh,
this slightly relates to Latin Americanness.
Yeah.
We're reviewing Enola Holmes
I had
2.
to think
Wakanda
about that for a
Forever.
second. Yeah. Enola Holmes, Britain Forever.
Yeah, Written Forever. So yeah, Wakanda Forever, sequel to Black Panther.
Yep.
You guys already know what it is. It's like you don't even need to explain. You know who's in it. You know, you already know. You know. Fuck. First impressions. Just let's get into it.
Yo. T'Challa's dead.
That is true.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in
It is.
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
And movie's cool. Aquaman,
But legally not.
but
No
not
Atlantis in
real.
this one.
It's a cool watch.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. You, sir?
I kind of like wasn't really able to follow the character arc, I guess, because I was
Interesting.
watching it and I didn't really take in half the dialogue. I will
Because he
be
was
honest.
also bloated at the time.
Yeah. Watch our Enola Holmes review if you're watching this on YouTube and don't
Yeah.
understand the context.
But
There is context
that's going to be
behind
the
it.
running joke of the episode. We just say that he was bloated.
Loaded.
Sorry,
Because,
man. You get to do.
there were too
I'm
many
gonna be farting a
lights
lot today,
distractions.
guys. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah,
it is how it is.
Yeah.
Like for real, I just kind of I don't know. I was genuinely a little bit bloated watching this, and I wasn't too sure about what was happening in the film until the end. But that was just me. My first impressions was a bad first impression.
I'm very
because of
interested
myself.
in your take, and I want to. We'll
Mhm.
probably spoilers. I assume is where we dig into
Yeah.
proper
Yeah.
stuff. But like, interesting take.
I would it was more my I'm worried for the character development. This isn't how character development works. And then after all this shit happened, like,
I'm
oh,
stroking a dead cat. Sorry.
Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm trying
That's
to make
another cat noise.
Interesting.
And then no.
Yeah. So
It's a
did you
pro-
enjoy the movie, or were you on edge the whole time because you're like, "Where's the character development?"
I was on edge
That's
the
a
whole
film
time.
student moment, by the way.
Huh?
I was on edge the whole time because I didn't understand. I was expecting. Okay, I think I was expecting a trope, and the trope of like, oh, I didn't see, how it would end. I expect a good ending, and then a good ending didn't come fast enough.
Damn.
And then I was
like-
"We got the harshest critic in the house here."
And then I was like, is this just me? It is just me. It was just me. But I was fucking
your,
like,
your take
yeah.
is like equally important to
Yeah.
the channel. So like, yeah, that's interesting. We'll actually have more discussion in this one.
That's
Yo!
right.
That's interesting. Yeah, cool.
I feel proud.
Well,
I
yeah.
had bullshit to talk about,
Cool.
and it worked out.
As for me,
As for you,
I honestly really fucking love this movie. I don't know. It's a lot better than like any Marvel I've seen for a while. I feel like actually after our review, why don't we do like a Phase 4 ranking or something? We'll each give like our we'll
do a tier list.
do a little sort of tier list.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think tier lists are a little bit out of.
That'll take too much. I reckon we'll just talk a bit more about Phase 4. I think because this is the final Phase 4.
Cool.
Right. Okay. So
Nothing
Phase
more.
5 next film.
Phase 5 next film.
Oh, interesting.
And I think even Guardians Christmas special, that's Phase 5. Right? Because Guardians Volume 3 is Phase 5. It would make sense. The Christmas special would be. But then again, Ant-Man and the Wasp is meant to be the first phase. I don't know. They don't even... Marvel. Shenanigans. Anyhow, I fucking love this one. I found it incredibly emotional. The performances were fucking great. The cinematography was beautiful. The CGI was a lot better than the last movie. I feel like we could all probably agree with that one.
To be honest, I don't
remember
remember
the
last
PS2
movie.
cutscene final battle.
Oh, the
Oh
one-
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
I mean-
sorry.
Yeah. I was just butting in. I was just saying, like, I still like the original fight scene at the end of the first film.
It's
But yeah.
I like the concept a lot because they use the actual thing I also like about this one is the superhero thing of like you kind of using your brain to solve the conflict and not just beating each other up because they do like it because there's like you have to have like a gimmick with a fight for it to work. So it's not just about who's stronger, right? And I feel like actually this one in terms of that actually nails it a lot better because I won't spoil anything, but really liked Namor. That's how you say his name, right?
Yep.
Because
Namor.
it's meant to be no love.
Yeah.
Really fucking liked him in this one. I have gripes with the ending of the film. It is a little bit bloated, but to me, I could see that as a complaint. But to me personally, I didn't really find it that. Because it's 2 hours and 40 minutes, so I know it's long, but I didn't feel it that much because it is pretty fast paced up until a certain point.
Yeah.
Especially at the start was incredibly fast paced. This is a spoiler. They introduced Riri Williams in this one. I like the way she factors into it. That makes her like you can't just be like, oh, cut her out of the movie. The movie wouldn't work. She needs to be in the movie for it to work. The character itself, though, needed, in my opinion, to be written a bit better because they started undeveloped. But I understand why because they're obviously setting her up for the TV show to develop her properly.
Yep.
But in terms of her actual they'd write jokes that they straight up stole from Captain America: Civil War with Spider-Man, which you will get back to. But they literally took a joke from another movie. Is Marvel running out of ideas? I don't know. But she's
nostalgia.
She's very like Peter Parker in this movie.
Yeah.
To the point where I was just like, dial back the Peter Parker-ness. I'm not I can't really. She's not compelling as a new character. She just feels like Spider-Man, but with a suit of Iron Man armor. Really like the cultural stuff on both sides, Wakanda and
Atlantis.
It's like
Tenant.
Okay, right.
Something like that.
So he looks that up. Yeah, I really like that stuff. My main thing is just like the ending didn't completely work for me. There's a lot of stuff that I'm like, fuck, this movie did a really good job that it's completely spoilers. Overall, we're positive on this movie, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Except Sonny. Sonny fucking hated it. You can tell it. Look at him seething in his seat right now. Yeah.
Is it not? What? Oh no, that's his name. That's the actor's
Wait,
name.
that's the actors. Yeah. I think I would have. But it's
Talokan.
Talokan, yeah. Which makes sense because he's.
I didn't hate it. My brain was too stupid to see that it was I focused on like one thing, and then I tunnel vision on one thing that was just me being stupid. The film is good, guys.
Yeah,
I'm just stupid.
We'll get more into it.
We'll
I'll talk
discuss
about it later.
Yeah.
acting.
Yes. I mean, did you guys find it emotional?
A
I didn't
bit.
have the capacity to be emotional. I was too bloated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Floated with emotion, more like you just didn't let it out, you know.
I understand some scenes are meant to be emotional, but me myself not.
Because
I
you have no
wasn't.
feelings.
I do have feelings. I just
No,
not in that.
I know you do. He doesn't. He
I know,
feelings.
I know.
Yeah.
But with me, I was just bloated, guys.
Yeah, for
I like real talk. I was tired, I guess, and I didn't feel the emotion.
Yeah. I was eating sushi.
That's
oh
me
no!
every day.
You know at the fucking start of the movie, right? I was eating sushi in the cinema, and then the opening of the movie is like a sad scene. So I felt really bad for eating sushi at the time, so I just put it away. But then, like after the Marvel title came up, and it was still more sadness.
Funeral.
I was just like, I'm still really hungry, and I went back to eating my sushi.
Wipe wasabi in your eyes.
Damn,
Cry it out,
yeah.
babe.
See, imagine pulling up to a funeral with a box of sushi out.
I
And
actually
they give me
like
that.
started to tear up in the fucking Marvel logo.
Mm.
Because they do the thing they did for the first Black Panther, which was like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they edited like the first Black Panther on Disney Plus to have that same logo. Is what I mean. So yeah,
Mm.
I might be wrong, but we're not verifying that, so that could be fact.
Or
Facts.
fiction.
I feel like we should get into acting now, anyway, right?
Yes.
I think everyone does a better job than they did in the first one, right?
Yeah.
Without a doubt, across the board. Angela Bassett, the mother.
Mm.
Fucking amazing.
Yep.
Every monologue.
Slaps.
It's also because like
Hits you in the field.
narratively the stakes are higher, so there's like
Mm.
there's more dramatic.
There's also just more emotional weight behind
Yeah.
because of the events that happened led up to the film. Obviously, Letitia Wright as Shuri.
Mhm.
I feel like we could say that's a better performance, right?
Yeah.
Because like she has to actually do a dramatic role, whereas in the last one she was the funny
Side
side character. Now she's literally the main character, and as much as I don't like the actress, I think she did a good job here.
Why is she controversial?
Oh, she's anti-vaxxer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's trying to be all natural.
I think they literally had to halt production because she wouldn't get vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
A bit of a troublemaker, yeah.
Bit of a troublemaker.
Naughty.
No.
I really liked Okoye in this movie.
Oh yeah.
There's like an incredibly emotional scene with her in this one.
Yes.
M'Baku was really good. I also cried when M'Baku said one thing, and I will talk about that in the spoilers. But like, actually, it's not really a spoiler. I can actually say I realize because everyone knows that Black Panther passes away. Because that's it's a given. But yeah, he was saying to Shuri like after all of the tragedy that you've been through, because there's like more stuff happens in the movie, obviously. Like you're not a kid anymore, and I was like, damn.
Just like me for
Just like, well, I mean, I'm technically actually not a kid. Yeah.
yeah.
What's on Riri Williams?
Yeah, I thought she did a fine job. I just didn't think the material was very good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, there's actually I have an interesting take. Okay, there's one particular side plot, and I feel like you guys are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about by saying this. That was absolutely not needed in the film, but it was kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of enjoyed it because I really like the actors in the side plot.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel that?
I felt that it was. Did it have implications?
It will have implications.
But in the film itself.
No, it was literally like if you've seen the latest season of Stranger Things, it was like the Mike side plot in the first half where it was just playing catch up. Because that's kind of entirely what it was. It was just like things were happening and then the dude would find out. somebody would find out about it later on, and then it kind of became its own thing between interpersonal drama and stuff, which definitely, like, I don't know, I feel like that stuff kind of didn't really fit into the movie that well, and like you could have gone without the movie with a few without that part with a few
Absolutely.
but I like the actors. Like I'm being biased and go like,
yeah.
I could totally see it being bloated, but I fucking like, especially one of them. Yeah, but like, yeah, I thought it was really fun.
That to me was just like, did you need that part? It's nice to see. It's just nice to see that bit, I guess, for your reasoning, and that's all I'll say about it.
Yeah.
And then we can talk more about it in spoilers, probably more in writing if we're moving on. Anything more acting before we talk about writing?
One notable absence from the film is what's his name? Dude from Get Out, Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh yes.
And I understand it is completely not the movie's fault. Like, they couldn't get him because of scheduling conflicts. But I thought it kind of affected the film because it's like, it's weird to not have him in it when he played such a big role in the last movie. Because he pretty much led the uprising, like under Killmonger.
Yeah.
And they reference it in this movie, but it's like, it's a bit weird. But I'm really not gonna even take a point off for that, because like there's nothing they could have done about it.
Yeah, just a shame.
Yeah,
that would be cool to see.
He would have been filming Nope, I'm pretty sure, right?
Sorry?
He would have been working on Nope. That's why he wouldn't be able to do Black Panther. They would have probably shot at the same time. Yeah. Sorry.
I was just saying, if we do talk about it, spoilers.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Writing. There's very little you can say without spoiling it. But I personally dug the writing except for like the very end. But like we'll talk about that more.
Yep.
I think the movie's paced pretty well. There's stuff you can cut out, but like, I was vibing with this one. Do you have more? Is the stuff you want to talk about like more spoilers?
Probably more spoilers, although I've low-key already forgot.
Yeah, I'll try and jog your memory, I guess. I'm trying to guess what you were trying to say.
I'll think about it later.
Character arcs, I think.
Huh?
Was it to do with character arcs?
Yeah.
I like the character arcs though. Our main characters go through.
I like Shuri's arc.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they really rushed it at the end though.
Okay, so I'm not the only one. Next.
Wait, really? Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, ish.
Because they go for like such a generic superhero film ending with the way they do her character arc.
Oh,
yeah.
Generic.
I don't like the resolution to it of it.
It was very. There's a direct movie I can parallel it with, but I'm not going to because it's a spoiler and it's like you'd be able to get it immediately.
Yeah,
but like, yeah.
I don't like it in a geopolitics angle, though, not a character thing angle.
My problem, like, the ending for a certain character geopolitically makes sense for their character, but they could have done it at the start of the movie.
Yeah,
is my main thing. Like the entire movie didn't need to happen. Is what the kind of ending gave us. But like, we'll get into that more in spoilers because I already know what Tio's talking about. Any other writing things we can talk about non spoilers?
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Cinematography. I think it's much better than the first one. I thought the movie looks good.
Yeah.
Good. Better than Black Adam, in my opinion.
Black Adam.
It's a very nice. This felt like a movie, as Harry Styles said.
We need to say the first one was not.
No, the first one, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I just feel like this one's just better.
Fair enough.
Especially in terms of the action and stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of good spectacle. I like what he does with water.
Yeah, because they're
some
underwater
cool
for a
slow-mo
bit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Very pretty. Yeah, I'm also just glad they didn't completely fuck up the CG.
100%.
Editing visuals, pretty much same thing.
Yeah.
Yo,
As-
fun fact. They
Oh,
CGI'd out his bulge.
no. Allegedly.
I've seen evidence for it. I'll
Oh,
put
hell
it
yeah,
up on
evidence.
screen if I can find it again.
All right.
Wow.
Very cool.
But no, what's his name?
More?
To know.
Namor. Yeah, Namor's
yeah.
bulge. Yeah.
Yeah.
His head of
I
brain
really like
spasm.
the visual design of Namor.
Yeah.
It was very cool. Yeah, I actually like got that sensation of like you know how people are like, oh, this is the comic book character that I liked as a kid, and now they're on the big screen. Where it's like, because like I feel like we grew up more in the age of the movies actually being a thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But with Namor over here, I was like, damn, that's a character I used to read about, and now he's on the screen. I'm like, that's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of understand what these old people are talking about.
Dude, when I was a
These
lad,
boomers, man.
Yeah.
I didn't read the Marvel comic. I read Asterix and Obelix
Same. Oh my god, dude.
Classic.
from
Right,
the
classic.
French. Because, you know,
Also,
the
got to read that
French.
Tintin, mate.
I also read
Fucking
Tintin, bro.
Tintin.
Very good.
Tintin's good. I saw him in the big screen as well. But
Oh my
he
God,
was
yes.
Oh, I watched that on the
3D.
train, actually.
on the train,
No, plane.
on the
Sorry.
plane.
Still
Yeah, that
waiting
was
for the
fantastic.
sequel.
Yeah, that was meant to come out like last year. I don't know. Something.
Please.
So that movie 10 years ago.
Mm.
And it was like I actually watched a deep analysis. It's kind of like the best of the 3D mocap era of animation.
Hmm.
That was there that kind of like died, and now it's just
Damn.
reserved for video games, pretty much. But like, yeah, because it was there and a
Days,
good
the
team behind it
days.
as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I was gonna say something and then I forgot. Visuals, water. I mean, cinematography in water, but the visuals of the water was nice as well.
yeah, very
You
beautiful.
felt like you were underwater, but like. Actually, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
How was the action sequences?
I thought they were very good.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Oh, this is
Ramune.
Ramune.
It's blue soda
right.
water.
Yeah, but now they put in this, yeah, because they're usually in with the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So action. I like the action. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You go.
We could talk about the music.
Ibambe.
Even like I don't remember particularly because there was definitely a lot of like the African influences, obviously, like
Monkey noises.
Afrofuturistic or like some hip hop stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Wakanda.
Like the previous one. Yeah.
Is it?
It's
Did Ludwig the Grand
yeah,
do this one as well?
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
They
And
didn't
I'm-
make a King's Dead 2 though.
Mm.
No.
No, but Rihanna like produces this album or something.
Yeah.
She has a few songs, a couple of tracks on the album, and I think production credits.
I really should have paid attention more to the scenes with the Taliban. If they had, they definitely would have had their own theme.
A bit of Aztec influenced
South
music,
American,
something, yeah.
you would say South American influences for that one. We don't.
Yeah, they
do we
do.
really know what
That's right.
Aztec music sounded like?
Well,
Was it just like
It's
dead
just
caves?
actually, we say Mesoamerican.
Mesoamerican?
What's wrong with
That's
Aztec?
the
Is that a
general.
colonial
Nah,
That's
term?
the not geopolitical.
Colonial.
It's just a
Geopolitical.
geological. The area before
Geohistoric.
like it was colonized is what you'd say.
Yeah,
Mesoamerica is.
Traditional music of like that area, South America.
But also mixed with like pretty modern like Latin influences in there
Yeah.
as well. In
Oh
terms
yeah,
of-
100% for sure.
especially
Latin
with like the
influences.
not the OST, like the you know what I mean? What is it called? Just like the music that
Yeah.
isn't the
Did they make
Yeah.
not
another
Ludwig
album
Göransson.
based
Yeah.
on
Yeah, they had
Black
a lot of
Panther?
because yeah, they had a lot
Tribute
of
album.
cool Latin stuff. I thought
Cool.
it worked. Yeah.
But
I
they
really
didn't
wish I
have
paid
any
attention to more.
aquatic music.
Oh, yeah, water.
Yeah, water.
They couldn't have done a
it was
Sebastian
like
from
I
water.
generally got
Gentleman.
hyped every time the fucking Dora Milaje theme played because it was
Oh,
just
yes.
like the same one from the Black Panther, but like
But it's so
it's
good.
more
Yeah.
used more as a motif in this one. But like, yeah, every time I'll be like, yo,
The action's pumping now.
yeah. I think that's enough for non-spoilers, right? We'll get into like the spoiler discussion.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
This is also an extra long episode, dude. We're already sitting at like an hour and a half, I think. All right, spoiler zone.
Yo.
Where do we even start with talking about spoilers? I don't know.
Let's say the French started it.
Yeah, that's I fucking loved it. The fucking French were the villains all along.
Yo.
Well, I think it's on purpose because they're literally like colonizers.
Yeah, but like they didn't colonize the Aztecs.
No, but of like Africa.
Yeah, but
Africa
there's
was
also a
invaded by
bunch of
every
other
single European
country. But they are.
Country.
They
So
are
they're saying
colonized,
Wakanda could have been
Yeah.
colonized by the French.
but they weren't. Because colonialism is a pretty it's a theme of this movie.
Yeah.
Especially with Namor's origins and stuff.
No more.
No more.
No
Yeah,
more.
true,
No more.
true.
No
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, the popo coming.
But yeah,
So-
it's kind of funny. French people we don't like. So we want to talk more about like individual character arcs, I guess.
Yeah. Because
Where do you wanna
you
start?
said it was rushed at the end, where for me, my perception of it was that it was dragged out in the middle, but that's not right for me. It was just the proportion of the ending to it. If you say it's rushed from the end, that was just my perception of
In
the
like
ratio.
what I mean, like in like the actual little like
yeah.
she's doing a thing of like kind of burying her grief for like pretty much the entire movie, right?
Mm,
And then her mum dies, and then she's like, "Oh, vengeance!" Right?
vengeance.
And then she sees Killmonger, which is the brilliant thing that I thought they did was like, she's not immediately Black Panther; she's actually pretty much Killmonger.
Mm.
And they bring Michael B. Jordan back, and I thought that was a very good choice. And then I feel like so she has this inner conflict that doesn't last very long, and then kind of just
Yeah.
wraps up. Is my thing.
yeah.
I feel like if I was to like rewrite the movie, I'd say like maybe try and make her try to become Black Panther at the start, but then see Killmonger and then decide, oh, I don't like what the fuck. But then it wouldn't really work because the mother hasn't died. I completely get that. Just like they need to write it in a way that she's dealing with this conflict for much longer.
That's the difficult thing though with this is that the whole point of her seeing Killmonger and being surprised by autism, being taken aback and not thinking about being the Black Panther to begin with in the first place was that she doesn't believe in the ancestral plane.
Yeah.
At the start of the film.
Yeah.
And that's something that she talked about with her mother by the campfire.
Yeah. That's kind of like the second character arc, I guess, is that
Yeah.
like her traditional roots clashing with her scientific brain, I guess.
Her scientific beliefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, cool thing. I feel like in that regard, it worked better.
Yeah.
But in terms of her, like, processing grief, manifesting it in vengeance, I don't think they completely... Like, it does reach the full theoretical arc.
Yeah.
It's just that I didn't buy it when she showed him mercy. The parallel I would like to make is Batman versus Superman. It gave me the same energy as Batman going, Martha, why did you say that name? And they did it in the cheapest way, which is just show some flashbacks of things people have said. And I get it. That's probably what happens when people make choices. You're thinking about things people said. But I don't know. It was just very extremely rushed to me. And I'm like, Loki, imagine if they just kind of made her an anti-hero. Like, what if... But they kind of played it very extremely safe to... Which I guess, I don't know. I guess it is nice to see her be a hero and overcome that, but like,
Yeah.
just way too rushed, in my opinion. There's also like legitimately no, like barely any fanfare for actually her being Black Panther. She kind of just is Black Panther, and then goes to fight immediately, and it's just like I just don't. I didn't get any emotion from that part at all. And when she doesn't show mercy, I didn't feel that. I think the very, very ending of the film where she's on the beach was very sad.
Yeah.
Well, like honestly, like happy sad kind of. You know what I mean?
Happy sad.
And I was showing all the Chadwick boys and stuff, and I was like, that made me cry. But like, yeah, I don't like the way they wrapped up the conflict, and like the Dio was saying about the way it's like the geopolitical implementation. It's kind of fucking dumb, right? Because Namor was like, "Oh yeah, I surrender," right? And then he's like saying to Atuma, or
after that,
Shah Khan. Huh? Sorry.
No. Oh, I mean like the his advisor.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, they were talking, and he's like, "Oh, now when the surface world attacks Wakanda, they'll look to us for help, right?"
Yeah.
Low key, he could have just done that from the start and just gone, "Hey guys, we're here and we're willing to be your allies if you'll be our allies," you know, and not like threaten them. And
but it was all about the scientist kiddo.
It was all about the scientist kiddo, which is another thing that I couldn't completely buy because it doesn't. Once again, it doesn't make sense. It's a classic sitcom situation of, it's a mix up. It's a miscommunication trip, right? Because she literally didn't do anything. She invented the thing, but like the CIA took it from her.
Yeah.
So like, if Namor was like logically, he would go after the CIA, not her, because she's just like a puppet.
Yeah. But like the reasoning was like the CIA couldn't figure out what she built, so they needed her to be alive.
No, Namor, I'm saying.
Namor also was like, all right, if the CIA can't get a hold of the scientist girl, then they can't build the thing.
Well, they're just like, let's just straight up kill her. And I feel like if you see like she's a kid and stuff, I don't know. Don't really buy it. I don't know.
Don't buy her as a scientist.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like he as a character would be more. Well, I guess he shows their love for the surface world. I feel like for a child, he'd probably be like, because he looks after people. It'd be a bit weird for him to be like, I don't know. I think it was a little bit extreme.
It's his protection for his own people.
No, I completely get that. I think it just was a bit too extreme. Yeah. Like, I feel like, he could keep her prisoner, definitely. Like, I would see no wrong in that, essentially. But, like, there's no point in him killing her, really.
I mean, dead is kind of easier.
It is, but
in a logistics way.
Yeah.
And he's running a country, you got to streamline things. But hey, that's just a theory.
A film theory.
But yeah, so like what I was saying, Namor basically, he starts out, like he ends where he starts, essentially.
Yeah.
And in terms of actual character arcs, he kind of didn't have one because he's kind of just pretending at the end, right?
Kind of just change his mind, be like, all right, we can just do the thing we could have done.
We could have done in the first place. Yeah. So like, as much as I think he's a really cool character in this one, he didn't really have a proper arc. It's like very surface level. You think it's an arc, but then you got that little conversation here that completely goes, oh, he actually didn't learn from it in terms of his emotional stuff.
See, the conclusion we get now is it's the CIA's fault.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about Everett Ross and Contessa DeFontaine. I thought they were really fun. The actors, they have good chemistry and stuff.
Yeah.
They definitely felt like a contractual obligation to set up Thunderbolts though.
100%.
But they were kind of fun. So I kind of, in my biased overlook, because I really like Martin Freeman, I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it. I feel like it's not that. I reckon he should have been included anyway in some level because he was in the previous one. But I guess like quite a lot of screen time was spent there.
Yeah.
I feel like for me it wasn't enough to be distracted from the main part of the film, though.
Yeah, no,
I was
yeah.
fine with it, but not to the point of, yeah, no, it's still unnecessary ish.
Yeah.
Because what did he do for the actual main plot of the film? He informed them about Riri,
Yeah,
and then
that's kind of it. Because then
and
he's
then
mostly
they
just
talked about politics,
yeah. Then he's mostly just like, oh, this
being a middleman between
This
Wakandan and
happened.
American politics.
and investigating crime scene,
Yeah,
which we already know what happened at crime scene because we just
So-
saw it play out.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Riri Williams. I was to say that literally stole a joke from Civil War. You know the thing about when he's Tony Stark comes to recruit him, and then he's like, "But I've got homework."
Oh yeah.
She does
I'm
the
gonna-
exact same
I got
joke.
a
Yeah,
class in 15 minutes.
and I was like, it didn't make me laugh because I was like, I've heard this joke before. It was in another Marvel movie, and I was just like, she's very, very Peter Parker in this one, I think. Also, don't think it's weird that she never mentions Tony Stark, even though he's totally her direct inspiration in her suit of armor.
Oh, she said Iron Man.
And there's a lot of
people.
Someone
Parallels.
else said Iron Man, not
Yeah.
her. The cop came in and going, "Oh shit, she's got an
Ah,
Iron
yeah.
Man suit."
Yeah.
I like the parallels though between the kind of stealing, but also and nostalgia baiting, but also with like the first film, she's hammering the thing just like
And
Tony
she
Stark
hammers
did, and
the
like
thing,
made
yeah.
out of stuff from some using someone else's materials.
Yeah,
There were a lot of parallels
Yeah.
between her and Iron Man. If people nostalgic for those Iron Man films had something to look towards.
Also, I'm very interested in the way that imagine you're in the MCU world, right? And Iron Man dies, and this new girl comes along wearing her armor. Would you be like, oh, that's like the new Tony Stark, or would you just be like, oh, it's just another one of them superheroes? Because I understand Tony Stark is like the first public superhero, right? He's
Or-
probably like everyone's savior. But then now it's just like the phase 4 of the MCU. So many other heroes are left, including some of the originals like Thor and stuff. Would you be like, oh, this new girl is Iron Man, you know?
Or Captain America was the first. Or
No,
she's
no,
a
no.
fucking faker.
Yeah, no, Captain is first.
She's trying to impersonate Iron Man. Cancel culture.
Well,
Yeah.
I reckon that's the actual route they'll go with the TV show, right?
It'd be like woman.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, would you ever, if I don't know, it just wouldn't. I don't know. I just would you find it impressive, especially when it's like literally a fucking suit? Like, it was really cool back in 2008, guys, right? But when you see a person in a suit now, are you like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool? And it's just like, and the tech isn't even that good. It's just like,
Why hasn't the military
okay,
made a
Iron
suit?
Man tech, and it's not like it's not as cool as like the Black Panther suit or anything. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
a weird thing.
Why hasn't the military made an Iron Man suit? They stole
Because
it
they
once.
don't have the genius level intellect of Tony Stark or Riri Williams.
Well, Iron Wars is coming out. So
Yeah.
Armor Wars, sorry, that's coming out as a
Oh.
movie now.
Oh.
I'm not sure if we ever reported that,
Oh.
but yeah.
Not sure.
So maybe they'll deal with something there. But I don't know.
Has to be, right? Because Rhodey is like government.
The military, it's Air Force.
Yeah.
He stole Tony's suit once,
Yeah,
then kept it.
that was pretty fun.
Mm.
But yeah, that's my thoughts on Riri Williams. Do we have any other things to talk about? Spoilers?
Oh no, bro.
Oh yeah, well, Shuri's mom dies. That's
Yeah.
important, probably, for character development. Sorry.
Especially for Riri as well. But
Why not Riri? Fucking Shuri.
Sorry?
I meant to say Shuri.
But
Riri's
Riri
mom
as well.
doesn't die. Riri's mom is
No,
still alive. I don't think.
but
Her dad dies.
Queen Ramona's death impacted Riri a lot.
But
Interesting.
more importantly, it impacted Shuri.
Yeah.
That was part of her character development because she's like, oh, my mom died as well. That was pretty fucking brutal. I don't know how. I'm gonna be honest. That's another thing. I feel like she forgave Namor way too easily. Dude fucking murdered her mom.
Accidente.
Not accidental. He meant to fucking do that.
You know, it's ¿Qué pasa?
Damn, this is like fuck.
First time that was funny.
I really like the way they did T'Challa's death and how it was like mystery illness. And it was directly linked to the first movie in the way that they couldn't save him because they didn't have the herbs, Killmonger birds. I also like the fact that like the synthesized herb they make at the end has like T'Challa's DNA, so it's like every Black Panther. He's a part of every Black Panther, which is cool. I like the way they do the underwater people as sirens. That's pretty fucking cool, and honestly, pretty intense for an MCU thing because they literally just fucking kill themselves when they hear
kill
that.
themselves?
Yeah, they all jump off boats and helicopters and shit.
Oh.
Remember the introduction on the boat?
Oh,
You
yeah.
hear the singing and then everyone was just jumping off. And it's why Wakanda had no military support because all the pilots kept jumping off the thing. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I liked
I feel like they didn't use that enough for me, actually. Siren stuff.
Oh, they use it. They didn't use it during the final fight, which would make sense because Wakanda would have already been prepared for it, so they would have earplugs. But they used it during the big fight.
Yeah, I know.
And during that one at the start, so like all of the ones where they're actually in it, they used it.
Guess I just don't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about, I think.
Oh, just talking about this makes me realize, man, I was fucking wasted.
Oh yeah, so like, where would you guys stack this in your MCU Phase 4 ranking, Peter?
I have no idea.
What's in
I don't
Phase
even know
4?
how I write.
Everything post Endgame, pretty much.
What's another movie that came out?
No Way Home came out.
I like No Way Home.
I do like it more. Shang-Chi came out.
Shang-Chi was like...
I'm biased.
Yeah, I kind of like Shang. I don't know. I feel like this might be on this. Like in terms of the Phase 4, I like.
Shang-Chi.
We gave it like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
Like, he gave it like a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon like top of the thing, No Way Home, then maybe like Loki WandaVision. Loki Shang-Chi WandaVision. This movie?
I thought you were saying low-key.
No.
Loki.
I don't know. Maybe like this is just under.
Say number 3, maybe.
This is like probably my 4th, I think. I think WandaVision. I think I like WandaVision more.
Do you think?
Is it? I don't know because I really like WandaVision, so it's like. Because I actually, if I remember correctly, I actually gave it a really high score when we reviewed it, and I still hold that opinion. Actually, when I was watching, Don't Worry, Darling is one of the when I was saying I earlier reviewed Don't Worry, Darling, right? Or as we call it, She'll Be Alright, mate, babe.
She'll be alright.
And yeah, I was like, it's derivative of other things that did it better. WandaVision is one of my primary examples. So like, yeah. Because I think it's just one of the more, like, really felt like it was Phase 4 things. Yeah.
God,
but yeah, it's still pretty hard considering how much fucking content for Phase 4 came out.
Yeah, I just remembered Monica Rambeau's now thing. All of a sudden.
Yes.
Phase 4 has got a lot of shit.
A lot of characters. That's what I mean, man. It's just like, imagine being an MCU person, just all these people popping in, just like, it's not a fucking superhero, mate. It's like, dude. Like, are they even that interesting anymore?
I just remember one more thing before the end of spoilers.
Mutant?
Well. Mutants, also T'Challa's son.
T'Challa's son. Oh, yeah. I don't know what they're doing with that one, but like...
Part of the new Avengers. Or like, there's the next Avengers? No, the next Avengers includes T'Challa's son as one of...
I think more likely it's going to be Young Avengers because of the way they've been doing...
Because you have Hawkeye's... What's her name?
Kate Bishop. The only issue is he's actually too young.
Yeah.
Unless they age him up or something.
Kang the Conqueror
'Cause-
time skip.
Because no, like even with that,
I
it
know.
doesn't make sense because they recast Cassie Lang to be as like they're obviously setting up something.
Yeah.
And I don't know if
Because
I don't know.
what I remember, and okay, here we go. New Rockstars. There was like a Next Avengers thing. Is it called Next Avengers? Where it was just the sons and daughters of the last generation of Avengers.
Yeah.
And what we got Thor's
Thor's
daughter
daughter.
and Hulk's son.
I was gonna say we have him now, but yeah.
When did T'Challa get a son?
At the end of the movie,
Who did he fuck?
Here.
Nakia, his wife.
Was she in the movie?
Yes.
What? Mate, did you miss like an entire? She's the one who firstly speaks French. Is from the
Oh.
fucking
Haiti.
yeah.
The
Oh
fucking
yeah,
Haiti.
I
And
forgot
Randy
about
fucking
Haiti.
Haitians, man.
Yeah.
She's pretty important. In fact, I'd say she's like low key one of the main characters.
Yeah, but she was only there like for half of the movie.
Half of a 2 hour and 40-minute long movie. Bear in mind.
She didn't do much.
She did
so
she
much.
broke her out of underwater prison.
And in terms of
Oh,
Shuri's
yeah,
inner
yeah.
conflict, she was the one going like, "Who did you see in the afterlife and stuff
Who
like
did you
that?"
see, older man?
And she literally fathered T'Challa's
Vegeta.
son, so that's pretty important.
Yeah.
See, I think between us two, there's a lot of this film that we just kind of missed.
Yeah,
Because we have different priorities of what's important in the movie.
Yeah.
You and I.
you want the geopolitical stuff.
Yeah, because I don't care about a little boy.
And I'm
You are
good.
very worried about the story arcs. Are you biting your nails, just going, "Oh, are they gonna do story arcs in this movie?"
And you
That was a
concluded
lot.
with they did not.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm deaf. I missed that.
No, you concluded at the time that they did not do story arcs.
I concluded at the time that that I didn't. Okay, if it sounded like I said that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the past now.
Yeah. So
I've just been a mess.
yeah, I think that's it. Non-spoiler. Do we just go? I think that's
Do
it
you
for
want
the
to talk about
spoilers.
mutants?
There's not really that much to say. It's just like, oh yeah, it makes sense. He's a mutant. He was the first son and thing.
He drank funny juice.
He drank funny.
No,
he
his
was
mom
exposure
drank
to
drank funny
cos-
juice.
yeah, exposure to cosmic energy makes you a mutant.
Don't know
you
if
have
it's
the
really
gene,
cosmic because it's like part
Vibranium comes from
vibranium, right?
which came from outer
Oh.
space. And who knows if
Alien
the asteroids
planet.
were sent there
What
by
other?
someone.
Yeah, what other? The other mutants we know is Miss Marvel, and that's pretty much it.
Arguably with Captain Marvel, who was exposed to cosmic energy. Doesn't really make her a
You
mutant.
have to be born.
You have to
Ooh,
be-
You have to be born with it, right?
You have to be born with it.
Because yeah,
But-
Kamala Khan, she was born with it. It was already in
Yeah.
her DNA.
And then the cosmic energy of the Shangle. Were they
The-
banglets? What are they called?
Bangle.
Bangles? Yeah, the bangles unlock that gene.
Yeah. So like, yeah. I don't think Captain Marvel qualifies as a mutant because wasn't
No.
born with it.
But comes with this kind of idea of exposure to cosmic energy.
Like if Captain Marvel had a child,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
would probably be a
yes.
mutant. Yeah.
Mm.
Because yeah. Anyway, final verdicts.
Sí,
Yeah.
sí. El Black Panteros. Wakanda Forever.
Do you know how to say black in Spanish?
I forgot.
That's something to look up in your own time.
The N word.
It is something like it.
I feel like that's low-key something people can and should maybe know black Spanish.
Oh, it's
That's-
just, I was just making a joke because it
Nostro.
sounds like
Nostro. That sounds like
that
black
means
Spanish.
ours in Italian.
Well, it's just like
Or
It-
our.
it is the original word for black, but then the colonizers
Yeah.
colonizers started calling the African's the
terms.
word for black. So
Yeah.
anyway,
But that's besides the point. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give Wakanda Forever a 7.5.
7.5.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Just looked up. Nostra in Spanish is we, like us.
De la
people.
Nostro.
We.
Yeah.
Like
Same,
El Nostro.
it's exactly the same in China.
I don't know where to put this film. I didn't watch it I was too bloated while watching this to have a good opinion on it. I will just give it a 7. Yeah, 7.
All right. I think I liked it more than both of you. I'll give this one an 8.5.
8.5.
Like I said, I had issues with the ending. I feel like Riri Williams was underwritten or just derivative.
Yeah.
But I liked everything else. So
For an average of 7.5.
sounds about
See.
right.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We shall
We have one more
continue
thing.
through. No,
Do
we
we?
have,
Oh, no,
we have a
wait.
lot of more stuff
No, we
to
got
do. We're
news.
halfway through the episode.
Yeah.
You gonna say something?
Nah.
No.
Cool.
All right. We have a couple of TV shows now to talk about. Firstly, I watched the show Dharma, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
We talked about this in one of my uni classes once.
Yeah.
This is just like, why are you romanticizing the life of a serial killer?
Because he's hot.
It's
And he's hot. You're portraying him as a hot dude.
I
He's
actually
hot.
don't. The thing about portraying as a hot dude, it makes sense because Dahmer was obsessed with physique, and that's the only part where I was like, actually, unless you watch the show, you won't understand why that is.
Exactly.
So, like, if you actually watch the show, that doesn't really matter. The thing that they really hammer home is though that he was a lonely boy whose parents are divorced.
Are you gonna become a serial killer?
Yeah, it makes me want to become a serial killer. Yeah, but yeah, they do try. It's fucking weird because it definitely tries to make you sympathize with him, especially if you do you show scenes that are presented as real life and then go, oh, it's actually a vision by him. You're literally being put in his shoes.
Mm.
And then you get, especially if it's a vision of him like being friends with somebody, and you go like, oh, he just wanted a friend, sort of thing. You are clearly making the audience sympathize because you're literally putting him in a fiction, like in a vision that he's having.
So it's not a memory.
It's not a fact. It's not a memory. It's a fake
So,
thing.
like, I
It's literally
want
just
to
meant to
have
make it more
friends.
cinematic.
Huh.
That's another thing. The show, it really wants to be like poetic, which is really fucking weird for they use a lot of like imagery and like motifs. They use dead bodies as motifs and transitions. It's really fucking weird. I think the lead gives a great performance, and it's weird to say he's likable-ish at times, like, because it's the way the fucking show's written. It's like it's kind of
He's a
fucking
nice
dumb.
boy.
They do a lot of it. He's a nice boy in this one.
Nice boy.
And the main thing, they make him the Joker by going
Yo.
I was saying fuck, what was it?
He's a nice boy.
He's a nice boy. They make you sympathize with him. Dude's good in his role. They make him somewhat weirdly likable, but not, I don't know. No, I had a good point and now I can't remember. What was the last thing I said?
What I
Good
remember
point.
is the he's likable.
No, I had like an actual thing. Yeah, they use motifs and stuff to make it artsy. What the fuck was I had a thing to particularly complain about.
I don't feel like if you had one, it was just in your head. I don't think you said it.
Oh no, like whatever I was saying. They do a thing of like switching up this perspective kind of in the next one to focus on the victims. which is where I thought the show kind of dragged, which is kind of rude of me to say, I guess. But
Just die quicker already.
because in terms of if you want to do like a fucking cinematic experience here,
What'd you do?
by focusing on the victims, it's actually like I get it's respectful and stuff, but it's actually detracting from telling this. Like it's in terms of actual proper writing, it's not really working because it's just like here's a person,
Mm.
and you're like, okay, cool, dude. Didn't like the ending of the show. It became way too dramatic and just like they focused on the guy who killed Dharma, and it's like his religious quest to kill him. It was weird.
Huh.
They like heavily dramatized and make it into like a big grandiose thing. It's just like in real life, the dude was just fucking beaten in prison. Like, it's not that fucking. I don't know.
Okay.
The one thing I would say is actually a strong point was the father-son thing. Like, really worked for me. I was just like, because it's so interesting to be like, oh, what if your son was a fucking serial killer, and you're like, this is what he did wrong, but you still love your son, and it became like a genuinely pretty fucking, and like Dharma's reforming at the end. It's just like it's actually very interesting. I thought what they did with the victims was pretty disrespectful. Firstly, didn't ask for permission. Secondly, they take this one victim and then create an entirely fabricated story around it, which is supposedly the best episode of the show because everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is so sad that the dude died and stuff." If you want to honor his legacy properly, don't make up a fake story about him. Like, and that's what they did. They had no like proper evidence, and they just made a story about Dharma having a boyfriend, which didn't happen. Like,
I mean, the whole show's kind of fiction already.
Yeah, the show is about 60% fiction, 40% fact. Yeah, and do I recommend it? To be honest, I don't. Like, I don't really see if you're interested in Dharma, just look at the fucking
go read about it.
Read about it.
Docos.
Netflix literally put out his tapes on the same day, I think.
The sex tape.
No, like the confession
Recording
tapes.
tape.
Good one, mate.
Mate, I feel like if you actually know about the crimes, that's not appropriate, right?
Well, how does it compare to like Joe from You? Because he has flashbacks and stuff. But
Joe from You is like directly narrated by him and stuff, so it's like even more. It's different because that's fiction as well. So it's like they do like they kind of romanticize it, but it's not that. It's like
we know that it's.
Yes, no, I remember what I was going to say. They make Dharma into the Joker. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, because they go, society is the real evil here,
right?
And you're like, no, don't do that. Please don't. He's fucked up. It's not society's fucked up, but that's besides the point. He's fucked up. Okay, don't make this like society killed all these victims. Like it's our fault he died or some fucking shit. Yeah,
this show just shouldn't have existed in the first place.
Shouldn't be made.
People are walking around towns seeing the person that has caused their guilt for all of their lives.
Yeah,
just printed on a wall somewhere, and
it's re-traumatized a lot of victims, especially with court case stuff.
Yeah,
it's just complete nonsense.
Sigma male behavior,
and it's now like one of the most watched Netflix things.
Yeah, and it's his name. It's not even like there was one show where
technically, it's not his name. It's Dharma Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. Okay. By the way, do you know why it's called that? Because they plan to do like different ones for different killers in the Monster cinematic universe, and they've got renewed for a second season.
What?
Got him.
It made so much money, like because everyone who had Netflix pretty much watched it.
Ew.
Which is weird because it's like an R-rated show, so it's just like
serial killers are very alluring.
Yeah, but like I assume kids didn't watch it. It just means like literally like every fucking adult who had the streaming service watched it. You know, to get those numbers and not include
kind
kids.
Of this morbid curiosity. Serial killers, and then you spend like an hour reading Wikipedia about.
But it's like it's really interesting because like I can't imagine. If you watching it going like, oh, I want to learn about the serial killer stuff. It's 10-hour-long episodes, which is a lot of time to watch. That's a whole 10 hours. About halfway through the show, it stops really being about him, and it kind of goes about the victims and stuff. Do you just skip those episodes or something?
No.
I don't know.
I'm
Like,
not a Netflix viewer.
I'm just wondering who watches this show. Like, I watched it because I don't know.
Because you're a Netflix
'Cause I'm a
subscriber.
Netflix subscriber, but also I'm into true crime and stuff. And I was just
True
like,
crime,
oh, this is
more-
apparently really controversial. I want to check it out.
Looking at your phone
Phone
drop.
That's
drop.
another thing, I guess, because it was controversial. So people were like,
Controversial.
oh, I'm
You
gonna
want to watch it? Did morbid curiosity play a part for you at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Because I'm into, I watch true crime, so it's just my usual thing.
Morbid curiosity sort of plays with me a bit, but I know when something is fucked up.
Yeah. It's like, why do it? Anyway, that's my thoughts. It's not one I recommend. Like, you're honestly not missing out on anything. It's not like, oh, one of actually, the only thing I think you're missing out on is one of the episodes is called Doing a Dharma. So now it's now like a joke between me and my friends. We just go, ha, doing a dharma.
Got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
Anywho, you want to give the Chainsaw Man update, Dio?
Oh yeah. Camera's low on battery. Hey. Should I change that now?
It's fine. We're like towards the end.
Yeah,
Cool.
Chainsaw Man last episode was 5 and 6. We're moving into a new arc where the Scooby-Doo gang, marches onto a mystery, which is a pretty cool one because they have a demon, which is a building.
Demon
So-
Slayer?
Yeah, Demon Slayer. So
No.
far, I've been enjoying it. Last episode was actually kind of cool. I was anticipating. It made me want to anticipate for the next episode. So yeah, good stuff going on.
All right, so I guess we'll do the big Andor review.
Yeah, and
So we got the Andor goes to prison arc. That's kind of what we're working with in this one.
yeah,
Okay.
And I guess, like, do we want to score it? Because, like, I have kind of a score in mind for this arc. I don't know how the entire show is going to pan out, so I might as well just, like, say it. Because in my opinion, I think this is a 10 out of 10 arc. Like, genuinely, probably, like, the best thing I've seen in Star Wars. It was emotional. It was really fucking creative with the prison itself. Like, the design was really cool. Clearly, the budget's fucking huge for this show, by the way. Like, the CGI is spot on.
Far away.
Spot on CGI. Yeah, I really like this arc.
I like it as well. But I have my gripes with the politician bit. Sometimes it's a bit boring.
Oh no, I completely agree.
Yeah.
No, that's the.
But besides that side story,
I don't
think
think
it's
that
pretty
side
good.
story is gonna get any better.
Yeah.
So, like, in my overall review, like next week, I guess I'm probably gonna detract a point, but just for like this actual, like the actual
Andor
arc,
bits.
it's really
Yeah.
fucking good. I actually like it a lot more than the heist, which was really good anyway.
Mm.
But fuck. I really like the thing of, like, they can't, like, literally the floor goes red and they fucking die.
Flows lava.
It's kind of cool technology, and it's like, yeah. And I also just like never been so, like, on the edge of my seat watching Star Wars before like this one. It's just like, because a bunch of new
Yeah.
characters. The Andy Serkis stuff was tragic. Fuck. I
Yeah.
liked it, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's good.
Yeah. This
Or
is gonna
like,
be a full review, but
ISB
we can't-
stuff
yeah.
was pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
With what's his name?
Luther?
Not just Luther, but the ISB lady and the dude who got fired.
ISB lady, I guess.
Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah. The
The dude from the solving the murder.
Yeah.
His name.
I don't think that hasn't really paid off yet. But
Yeah.
we'll
Probably
get
next
that
season.
on the finale
Yeah.
next week. Same as we have a loose thread with Andor's friend on the planet that got tortured.
Yep,
Yeah.
mix.
Wait, is this spoil? Are we
Yeah. What happened? I just blanked for a second.
I guess here's your spoiler warning. I guess we're still keeping it pretty general, but like we're just talking about like what arcs they have to threads they have to wrap up, politician stuff. Luther stuff is interesting. Something's happening there.
It does kind of feel like this, like it's one of those finales where it all properly ties together.
It has to, otherwise it's not gonna work.
Second last episode felt like I feel that they are trying to tie it together now, and it's really exciting to see where this is gonna go.
Yeah. I feel like my predictions is it's all gonna take place on Andor's home planet, and not home planet, like you know what I mean, like because like that's kind of where things seem to be headed. I'm expecting a banger of a finale.
Let's go.
Sweet banger.
Hopefully it is.
Fucking knife.
Yeah. What would you, if you guys could score this arc? What would you?
I don't know.
Give it a solid 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah.
He said 10,
all
right?
right.
What about you?
Oh,
said
I
10
said
before.
10.
10? Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, and then I guess that concludes our TV show talking about. We'll just run through some quick news and then we'll wrap up the show.
Yep.
Firstly, Warzone 2.0 is out, so all of you COD fans,
Make sure
it's
your Windows
getting very
updated.
mixed reception. I haven't played it yet.
Well, we're dropping.
PC players absolutely hate it. Console players are thinking it's good when it works, I guess.
You
The
tried to
DMZ
play
looks
it,
really
but it didn't
fucking
launch.
interesting. Yeah. I'm currently, I think, downloading the DMZ mode at home, so like I'll probably check it out if I find friends. It's 3 players, guys. Just say it's 3 players. Just putting it out there. But
Yes.
yeah. We also got the new Pokemon game. I don't even know what it's called because I don't
Scarlet
give a
and
shit. But
Violet.
yeah.
Saw that JB Hi-Fi, but I didn't read it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It came out. All we've seen of it really is funny bugs.
Honestly,
yeah.
I do not remember like any marketing leading up to it. I
Me
did not
neither.
see a single ad for it.
It was in
No?
Nintendo Direct, I think.
Yeah, but
Other than
that's
that.
just their fucking convention. That's like imagine if Sony fucking announced God of War Ragnarok and then didn't put a single piece of promotion.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise release. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just for
Do
the
you think they
Pokemon fans,
knew?
really.
Do they think do you think Nintendo knew that it was like going to be buggy and shit and didn't want to create that much hype? Because that is
I
genuinely
wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
But then why bother releasing it then? If
'Cause
no
it's
one's
still
Because
gonna
they
expecting
make
it to
have
money.
a date.
Yeah.
They had set a date in mind, and changing that date is really difficult.
Yeah. Gaming industry.
gaming.
Also, like, it's still going to make money because it's Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
I saw a really funny glitch where they were talking, and then they walked around to this one place, and then right as the next dialogue started, bang, Psyduck. Psyduck jump scare.
Damn, for real.
That was funny as
That'd be
hell.
pretty fun. Imagine a Psyduck horror game.
Mm.
Detective Pikachu 3.
Oh shit.
Damn, dude. What's this? The sequel is actually greenlit, right?
I think they're making a
Yeah.
sequel.
All right. Anyway, more news. Chris Hemsworth is temporarily on a hiatus from acting because he discovered he has like a gene thing for Alzheimer's. So he's just like, I'm gonna hang out with my family. Pretty
His
cool.
dementia? Or he's
That's
gonna
a
have
different. That's a
Alzheimer's.
different thing, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't it he's gonna forget things that what Alzheimer's is?
I don't know.
We should do
Yeah,
our
we'll
research
do our
before talking
research,
about
yeah.
medical conditions.
Yeah, I just
Anyway.
wanted to say that it's happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some pretty funny news. The Sonic creator got arrested for insider trading.
Wait, sorry?
For insider trading,
What does
Who
that
got
entail?
arrested?
something to do with stocks and shit, right?
Yeah, if you're in a company and you know what you're gonna do is
Oh,
gonna bring
Oh,
up the stocks and then you buy your own stocks. That's insider trading.
yeah.
cool.
So Sonic creator's been arrested.
But that's
that.
good.
That's the story.
Yep. Quentin Tarantino shall be making a return, but it will not be in film. It will be in TV.
They make a TV show?
Yeah, That's what the reports are.
QTTV?
QTTV. QTV.
PTV?
You're a cutie.
I'm Shanzi, thank you very much.
I am.
Hi, Jack.
All right. Final piece of news. Sony has announced. Sony's like Spider-Man universe. What do they call it? Fucking
Spider-Verse, Sonyverse.
Sonyverse. I don't know. They're doing TV shows now.
Hey.
Make Venom.
Did I saw about that? Yeah, I saw about
You
that.
might have. Are they? Do you think they'll be canon to the movies? Because they're starting off with Silk
Sonic.
Silk Sonic, yeah. Arrested for insider trading. But
the mashup we never knew we needed.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
Silkworm.
Silk, right? It's just Silk, I think. The fucking but anyway, TV shows now. I assume they'll set them in the universe because, like, why introduce Silk in the? As in, like, but it'll be like canon to the. Like, I think it'll be canon to their multiverse thing.
Alternate universe.
Honestly, don't give a fucking
Hammer
shit.
died.
That's all right. Let's do a good timing. All right, that's all the news we have today. We have one more piece of news.
I forgot the name of the but Gondala.
Sequel.
Oh yeah.
A news
a while ago, but we can talk about it now.
What's the name? It's Bumi Asri, I think.
Yeah.
It's a new superhero in the Gundala cinematic universe.
Which there's a name for, right? It's not Gundala's part of the
it's
universe.
It's the comic company,
Bumi
right?
Langit, I think.
Yeah.
But excited for that one.
Yeah, so
we'll check it out. That's one of the ones that
started this channel.
Put us on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hyped for it. It looks kind of good.
Yeah. I feel like I'm really hyped for it because it's one of these regional superhero
Where
films.
will we find it though? That's the real question.
I'll find it.
You're gonna track it down. We'll see if it's showing in like a remote cinema somewhere.
I don't know if it'll be on a cinema here, but
hey,
we'll
might be able to find it.
Hype.
Yeah, so that concludes our news section, which means we're concluding the show.
Yo.
Thank you for having us back, guys. And we will do more in the future.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I think we are.
Batane.
See ya.
Bye.